Circulophilis. So in this we will be discussing the competency, that is branches and major areas of distribution of Circulophilis. So in this picture you can see the Circulophilis, how it is formed. So Circulophilis is formed by anteriorly by anterior communicating artery, anterolaterally by anterior cerebral artery, internal carotid artery, then posterior communicating artery, then posterior cerebral artery. So the arteries which form the Circulophilis are anterior cerebral artery, anterior communicating artery, internal carotid artery, posterior communicating artery, and posterior cerebral artery. So Circulophilis is a circular anastomosis that supplies blood to the major parts of brain and adjacent structures. Formation of Circulophilis. It is composed of the following arteries: left and right anterior cerebral arteries. Connecting them is anterior communicating artery. Then internal carotid arteries. Then posterior cerebral arteries, which are posterior, and the posterior communicating arteries. And some say they also include basilar artery. The function of Circulophilis. It serves the important function of providing blood supply to the brain. Thomas Willis recognized these anastomoses as a compensatory system to overcome any arterial occlusion. There are many variations in the Circulophilis. Complete circle was observed in only 5 to 28% of adults. Variations in the anterior communicating artery and posterior communicating artery and the pre-communicating part, that is P1 segment of posterior cerebral arteries, are well known. The anterior communicating aplasia or hypoplasia was observed in 5 to 32% of the total cases examined in adults. Then posterior communicating artery aplasia or hypoplasia was observed in 23 to 81% of population, whereas segment P1 aplasia or hypoplasia was observed in 17 to 15% of population. In Padgett study, which was conducted in 1948, Padgett was the first person to precisely describe the embryonic development of human brain vasculature. In a study, the development of intracranial artery, including Circulophilis, was fully described. The study of Padgett remains unmatched in its precision in reporting the development of the schedule of the formation of Circulophilis during the embryonic period. Padgett's study demonstrated that Circulophilis forms a closed circle at Carnegie stage 20 to coincide with the formation of anterior communicating artery. Research also indicates that blood supply from internal carotid artery to posterior cerebral artery through posterior communicating artery supplying the cerebellum and brainstem may decrease during embryonic development owing to the growth of prosencephalon, that is cerebrum. Blood supply to the posterior cerebral artery territory is compensated by the basilar artery. There is one type called fetal type. Variation in the form of aplasia or hypoplasia of the P1 segment result in internal carotid artery providing blood supply to the posterior cerebral artery. This condition is referred to as fetal posterior cerebral artery. In the fetal type, circular Phyllis, the entire PCA, that is posterior cerebral artery territory, depends on internal carotid artery for its blood supply. Thank you.